Hey guys, this is Jack from Team Empire, and today we're going over the new Keter Ride Line introduced in Vanguard Overdress Set 10, Dragon Masquerade, and that is the Solrairon Ride Line, which is kind of a mixture of like OTT and Genesis, which is pretty cool. They also focus on declaring whether or not you have a normal unit or a trigger unit on top. I'll be going over the support cards and what cards from previous sets can work in this deck, which there's actually quite a few. So without any further ado, let's get to it. The first card we have is the starter, which is Sage of Horoscopy Saran, which is just an average starter. You can play anything here. The ride line doesn't require him, so play anything you want here. Play the Thagrea starter for all I care. Next up, Sage of Elixir Eleron, who says when it's rode upon by the grade 2, you declare either a normal unit or a trigger unit. Then reveal the top card of your deck. If you revealed the card type you declared, you may put it into your hand. And if you did not put it into your hand, then put that revealed card into your soul or on the top of your deck. Then, auto, when this is placed on Rigard Circle, if you have a Vanguard with Solrairon in its card name, choose up to one normal unit from your hand and reveal it. If you revealed a card, draw a card, then put that revealed card on top of your deck. So this is actually like really good grade 1. That first skill is like alright, because it is more of like just a straight up guessing game, because you're not always going to get it right. However, even if you don't get it right, putting a card into the soul or leaving a trigger unit on top of your deck is really strong. So most of the time you would just want to declare a normal unit, so you can possibly find a combo piece, persona ride, a PG even, draw it into your hand. And if you get it wrong, it's a trigger unit, so you can just put it on top, which is just a really good grade 1. That second skill is also really good for making sure you can put the card you want to declare off your grade 3. So I think this is a really good grade 1, one of the better grade 1s recently. Next up, we have the grade 2, which is Sage of Robust Stragron, who says, when this is rode upon by a unit with Solrairon in its card name, choose a Sage of Elixir Elron from your soul, and call that card and this card to Rigard Circle. Then, auto Rigard Circle, when a normal unit is revealed by the ability of your Vanguard with Solrairon in its card name, this unit gets auto Rigard Circle at the end of the battle's unit attacked, cost, retire this unit to countercharge 1. This is actually a really good grade 2. That first skill is almost the exact same as the Almagester grade 2, that calls both the grade 1 and him. So as soon as you do this, you can use the grade 1's effect to choose a normal unit from your hand and reveal it, and then draw a card and then put that on top of your deck, so you can use the grade 3's effect. Also, having a card that calls itself and is a guaranteed countercharger is really good. Like, that's a really solid effect. True, he does retire himself, but that's okay, because like the deck seems like it accumulates a little bit of advantage. So I'm excited to see these two work in tandem with each other. Now we can talk about the grade 3, which is Great Sage of Heavenly Law, Solrairon, who says auto Vanguard Circle, at the beginning of your battle phase, cost Soul Blast 1, you declare either a normal unit or a trigger unit, then reveal the top card of your deck. If you revealed a card type you declared, this unit gets the following ability. Continuous in Vanguard Circle, all of your units get power plus 5,000 until end of turn. Then, auto Vanguard Circle, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, cost Counterblast 1, look at 2 cards from the top of your deck. Choose a card from among them, call it to Rigard Circle, or discard it, and put the rest on the top or the bottom of your deck. Another, this is a really solid grade 3. The ability to give your entire board plus 5k is basically the same as giving your front row 10k, as long as you have boosters. So that's really good. Another thing is this is stupidly easy to set up, especially on turn 3, because your grade 1, when it's called upon by the grade 2, you can activate her effect to put a normal unit on top of your deck. So in the beginning of battle phase, you just declare normal unit, you reveal it, and then, which look at that, it's a normal unit. So now your front row, your units will get 5k power. And then you can just use his effect to look at top 2 and then call that card that's on top of your deck, so you don't actually waste your drive checks either. So no matter what's happening here, it's a really good effect. Along with that, this deck in general works really well with older cards from previous sets. We have from set 1, we have Tartine, Divine Sister, who says when placed in Rigard Circle, cost Soul Blast 1 and rest this unit. To look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, to choose a card from among them, put it on top of your deck, and the rest on the bottom of your deck. So she's really good for helping you just look through your deck and organize them in any way you want. Obviously the grade 2 for Hex Orb, Pentagleam is really good in this deck because when she's placed for free, you can look at top card, choose to put it on top or bottom. So if it's a normal unit, you can leave it on top. If it's a trigger unit, you can still choose to leave it on top because this deck can work with that. Another card this works with really well, I think this will be a staple in the deck, is Revelant / Dragon. He's a card from set 9. The one that lets you Soul Blast 1 to choose a grade 2 or greater card from your drop and put it on top of your deck. So you can put anything, basically a pseudo revive at that point. So then you can put anything you want back on top and then just use Solrairon's effect to look at the top card and you'll know what it is. So you can just easily look at it and be like, oh, I declare normal unit. And then you'll just call it to Graveyard Circle later on. So this is just a very good combo with that. I think Revelant is going to be a absolute staple in this build. Another card that works pretty well is a card that says when it's placed, for Vanguard's grade 3, you counterblast 1, look at 3 cards on top of your deck, and you can rearrange them in any order. She's from set 7. It's pretty decent effect. I think the Revelant / Dragon and Pentagleam are going to be absolute staples in this deck for right now. Next up, we have the double rare, which I'm actually happy the archetypes are getting like double rares for their support units now instead of like triple rares, because if you want to build the deck straight up from the set, it can be a little hard because like there's 2 triple rare slots dedicated to them. So this time, I'm glad they're doing like double rares now and like making the double rares really good, like with Almagesters and with Grand Fier. So this card is Dependable Pierce Dragon, who says auto, when this unit is placed on Graveyard Circle, if you have a Vanguard with Solrairon in its card name, choose up to 1 normal unit from your hand and reveal it. If you reveal the card, draw a card, then put the revealed card on top of your deck. Then, auto Graveyard Circle once per turn. When a normal unit is revealed by the effect of your Vanguard with Solrairon in its card name, this unit gets the effect auto Graveyard Circle when this unit attacks. You may have this unit get power plus 5k until the end of that battle. If you do, put this into your soul at the end of the battle until end of turn. Solid card. Both the effects are free, which is very nice. Despite the fact that Solrairon's like the only card that actually uses cost, so like the flexibility of this deck is really cool because like he's the only one that uses cost and the rest of them are free, so you can splash anything you want in this deck. Another thing is that because it's a grade 3 that puts itself into the soul, you can use other cards like La Gueule des Charges, I think that's her name, from set 7, who gets 5k power and boost, which is really nice. And that first effect is pretty much the same as the grade 1s. So just more consistency for this deck that needs it. You know, you need to constantly declare correctly or else your deck's just not going to turn off. Your aggression's going to be gone. So yeah, I think this is just a really solid double rare. But that being said, that's basically it for this first thoughts segment on Solrairon. This is actually really cool. This Keter Ride Line is kind of like hit or miss for me. I either really have to like it or I just don't play it. So I'm pretty excited for this one. I'm definitely going to play it because of how splashable it seems. You know, there's a lot of cards that like aren't very archetype specific. They just kind of like, they have their own little engine and then you can splash whatever you want in that engine. Let me know what y'all think about Solrairon in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Thank you guys. Bye.